Welcome to the Scrapbooking Inspiration Podcast, episode 39. I'm your host, Melissa Shannon, founder of digitalscrapbookinghq.com, and I'm here to talk a little bit more about Christmas and all things December with Margareta Carlsson from scrap-kitclub.com. Hi, Margareta.
Hello.
Hi, it's great to be chatting with you.
Yeah, it's nice to be here.
Yes. Today, Margareta is joining us from Sweden. So we've got another international episode today.
Yeah.
For those who are listening who haven't met you yet, why don't you tell us a little bit about you and what you do?
Well, I've been scrapbooking. I've been paper crafting all my life, but I discovered scrapbooking in 2003. Mm-hmm. And I've been very active scrapbooker for about maybe 5 years or something, because I discovered that a lot of trends in scrapbooking go along with the general fashion and home interior trends. So I thought that was very interesting because I love trends. Mm-hmm. So that really made me go deeper into scrapbooking and really enjoy it much more than I had before. So.
Yes, and you're always the one with all the latest info about the up-and-coming trends. I love that.
Yeah.
So
I think it's so much fun.
It is a lot of fun. And I know that you are a big fan of December.
Yes, I am too. I'm crazy about Christmas.
So what do you love about this season?
I love how it is so very festive for more than a month time. Over here it starts already in November almost, with the window displays in the shops, and we are very big on celebrating Advent, the first of Advent here in Sweden. And we have a special holiday on December 13 that is called Lucia, Saint Lucy, where we celebrate that saint. And, we light a lot of candles, and, we have so very dark here in the winter. So we only have a couple of good daylight hours a day at this time of the year. So we are very big on lights and candles. So it's really the big party season over here. It's so very festive and everybody's happy. So
what's not to love? So you mentioned in your introduction that you really love how home decor and fashion trends are coming into scrapbooking. Is that what inspires you to create these days?
It is, because I always love new things. So I'm happy as long as it's new. And so scrapbooking is really perfect because there's always something new to inspire.
Oh, for sure. And I love that you've got the Scrap Stash Kit Club, because that's all about shopping your own stash. And at the same time, you're saying you love new things. So how do you marry the two?
Well, that's the problem. I can't stop buying new things. So my scrap stash is about to explode at any time. I think I have so much stuff. So that idea came from that I really need to use my scrap stash. And so I love kits. So I just started to make my own kits from my scrap stash, and then I shared it with anyone who wants to play along. Mm-hmm. So every month I make a new stash kit, and I let everyone know the color combination and things like that. So then you can go to your scrap stash and make a similar kit from what you have.
Yeah, and I'm obviously it's the website's the home base. It's scrapstashkitclub scrapbooking.com, but there's also a very active Facebook group, and I am part of that, and I love seeing all the, the varieties of the kits, and even everyone's layouts. They're pulling different products, but they may, just focus on 2 colours of your colour scheme, and everyone's got their own spin on it. It's a really
and it's so inspiring to just have a look at other people's stash and their kits and their projects. There are all kinds of different styles, and I love that.
I have to admit that when I saw the December kit, I was super excited, and I will admit, I did run off and buy myself some Digi kits based on the lovely colours. So why don't you share a little bit about, I know you based that kit on one of the big trends for Christmas. So why don't you tell us a little bit about that kit and about what kind of trends you're seeing coming up in Christmas products this year?
Yeah, the Scrap Stash kit for December is based on one of the Christmas trends, and that is gold, of course. Mm-hmm. Gold is still very big, and pastel colors like light pink or light blue, or even light mint if you like that better. So that is a big general trend. And it goes back to kind of an 18th century French romantic style, really. So, and it's just so pretty with, pale pink and gold. Or gold and white even. Only that is really pretty. So I love that trend.
Yeah, that's gorgeous, and it certainly comes through in the kit you've selected from your colours that you've chosen. I'll include a link over to the Scrap Stash Kit Club, and I'll give everyone a little sneaky peek of your kit that you put together. And
and feel free to join the Facebook group as well.
Yes, I'll link over to that. Everyone should definitely, even if you're not sure about making a kit for yourself, you'll get lots of inspiration, and you might feel that maybe it's something you could try, because it's certainly, it's fun, and there's such a lot of eye candy. I always love your photos. They look so beautiful.
Thank you. And the fun thing is that some people in the group are there because they have a frozen scrap budget, so they don't want to shop anything. But at the same time, there are people like me that love to shop as well. So
yes, so we've got all bases covered.
Yes.
And I certainly did a little bit of shopping myself from inspiration from the kit, because I'm putting together quite a few Christmas pages in the months ahead, that's for sure and certain. So one thing that I've been asking most people who I've been interviewing in the last few weeks is a practical tip about fitting creativity into a busy December. So how do you make time to create in December?
I do it by taking only 15 minutes at a time, maybe, to do a little something. So because it is a busy season for sure. So, but if you can just take a few minutes here and there and have everything, maybe a project prepared beforehand on your scrap desk, it's easy to just sneak off a few minutes and do a little something.
Yes, while we're boiling water, things like that.
Yeah.
So what kind of projects do you like to have on the go? Do you typically leave a scrapbook layout half finished, or do you have other things that you like to work on in your little...
I like to prepare, if I'm doing a scrapbooking layout, I like to prepare maybe the day before and, get all the goodies I'm going to put on the page, and then the next day just assemble it all and glue it down. So
that's a really good idea.
I do not like to prepare actually if I have a December daily type of album. I know that many people love to prep the pages maybe already in September, October. But I don't like. I like to. I don't know. Design it the day I make the page.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's certainly, I've been that way too myself. I'm actually planning, I'm actually hoping to pre-do my layouts this year just to see how it goes, because I've always done it that way, design it on the day as well. So we'll come back at the end of December and see which one works for us. So, one of the reasons I wanted to chat to you today, Margareta, is because we've got the Creative Christmas Bundle coming up. We've got 15 women and 15 awesome products that we've all put together for those makers, crafters, scrapbookers, embroiderers, just anyone who wants to add a little bit of a homemade touch to their Christmas. And what are you including in the Creative Christmas Bundle?
Yeah, that Christmas bundle really is amazing, I think. So very good value, amazing value, really. My contribution to the Christmas bundle is a DigiPack of scrapbooking cards and little bits and pieces, and also photo overlays that you can use for digital scrapbooking. But I will also include PDF files that are printable for those who would rather like to print it out. I know I love hybrid scrapbooking, so I love to take pretty things from digital files and print it and use it on my paper pages. So
that certainly is the way that I mean, a lot of people love printing and adding things, and of course I'll be using them digitally on my layouts because I'm a big Digi scrapper, as people would probably guess. And so it sounds really great, and I'll be sure if you are interested to have a sneak peek at Margareta's contribution, I'll have a little preview in the post for this episode of the Scrapbooking Inspiration Podcast, and you can also head to scrapbookingpodcast.com/39 and you'll see all the info and the links over to the bundle. It really is an awesome deal. It is just $29.99, and there is just hundreds of dollars worth of awesome creative, there's advent calendars, there's Christmas cards, there's printables, there's project ideas, there's videos. It's just packed to the brim with Christmassy goodness. So I'm sure that you can't possibly get to all of it this Christmas. I'm sure I'll be filing a few ideas like the advent calendar away for future years when my little helpers are a bit older. So thank you so much for joining me today, Margareta.
Thank you for having me.
It's been fun to chat as usual, and hopefully we'll do it again soon.
Yes, I hope so.
Bye. Thanks for taking the time to listen to the Scrapbooking Inspiration Podcast today. If you'd like to learn more, head to scrapbookingpodcast.com, where you can find the show notes for this episode and the links to everything we've talked about.